accredited by all the bodies. So you can use it and say present the same. Basically, that's what happens. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your question, for Son. I'm very happy this question is coming up in a man forum. The bottom line is the people manufacturing the substandard steel, as claimed, are members of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. SON and SON are like brothers. We don't work in isolation. Whatever we do, we let man know. Thank God all of you are here to listen to this. Let me take it this way. If we are going for normal factory inspections, we write letter notifying the factory we are coming for our inspection so and so day. They will make sure they prepare the ground. Okay, when you go there, whatever product you talk, they are rethinking manufacturing. You should help us talk to them to ensure they do the right thing. They are your members. They are your members. I'm coming. They are members of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. Because I don't know. We are talking of iron rod. You said iron rod, and we are talking about iron rod. Okay, you are looking at steel. Is that roofing sheets? Is it part of the one you are talking about? Which aspect of steel are you? My steel. Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, we are taking note of that. Maybe you make it clearer to him that if you have the HS code of that steel, so that he can take it to his office to ensure that they enforce or they check from the border or from the port as he arriving to make sure that he meets the standards. Okay, do we still have question? Okay. All right, somebody's with Mike.
Yeah, my name is Majumdar. I am representing MINL Limited. This is in continuation to the last speaker. So it's not a question, it's a submission to both SON and Customs. We are manufacturers of aluminum and galvanized roofing sheets. 7-8 years back, there were 8 to 9 manufacturers of galvanizing roofing sheets in Nigeria. Currently, there is 2, hardly 3. All the others have closed down. What is the reason? The reason is cheap import of Chinese and other substandard material without paying any customs duty. No customs duty is paid. It is brought in the disguise of other HS code at the cost of huge loss of government revenues. The government duty, customs duty is supposed to be perhaps 35% or so, add VAT to that. It is brought with 0 duty in the disguise of some other material. Now, how do we compete with that? 4-5 years back, we had taken up the matter with the CG Customs, with SON, with MAN. We went to all sorts of places. We went to the Apapa port. A presidential committee was formed. And even the 2 or 3 of the manufacturers were part of the presidential committee. Think of it, a presidential committee. Wherever we went, we were given the best of, what should I say? I mean, okay, best of the agreements.
All right, sir. I think the first one.
But what has happened after that? Nothing. What has happened? 6-7 companies have closed down. Cheap imports has never stopped. As per the aluminum roofing sheet standard of SON, it is 0.4 mm or above.
Sorry, is the roofing sheet substandard, is it being manufactured locally or imported?
Imported.
From China?
Mainly from China.
From Asia, mainly from China.
And 2 or 3 of us who are still surviving, we are utilizing only 10 to 15% of our capacities. How long do we survive? It is not, too long that Nigeria will be converted into for the traders. Nigeria will be a place where all traders will rule, all imported products will rule. Manufacturers will close down their plants. And we have invested huge lot of money in putting up our plants. So my submission to Customs and so on, who are the checkpoints at the ports, These are not coming from the infiltrated borders. It comes through the ports only.
Okay. Okay.
And my submission to customs and so on, please do something, otherwise manufacturing in Nigeria will close down, not only in roofing sheet, in all segments.
I think their reps are here. They've heard you that you are pleading that they should do something before manufacturers exist in Nigeria. So they will assure us of what they are doing in terms of that substandard of roofing sheets, aluminum roofing sheets that are being imported through the ports, not through any other border.
Thank you, sir. For aluminum roofing sheets, there's an IAT, that's an import adjustment tax on it to protect local manufacturers. So when you import aluminum roofing sheets, you pay an additional tax. I think that is one thing the government has put in place to protect the local manufacturing roofing sheets. They pay a levy of 30%, 7308. They pay a levy of 30% of the cost, insurance, and freight. Thank you.
Well, the way it comes, like I said before, when you say some standard products are brought in, something must have happened somewhere for it to get into our country in the first place. What we are appealing to you, when you have such information, give us that intelligence information. We will act. If I tell you in the whole of SUM, we are not up to 2,000 staff, you won't believe it. So we cannot be everywhere all the time. You have an information, give us the information on time, we'll act. I promise you, take my number, call me, that so thing is happening in so and so place, we'll go there.
In this regard, I just want to add, this aluminum and galvanized roofing sheet is being imported in weights, in kgs, and sold in the market in lengths.
Okay, they said if you see something, you say something. If you know how it is coming in, please let them know. They will enforce the standard and ensure they comply.
Thousands of containers are coming every month.
If you have the information, please extend it.
You can take my number. 070 30 39. Okay.
Yes.
Please repeat the number.
Okay. Is he anything against the number he was giving to us? We can't hear him. He was giving this. It's not completed now. Before I got signed. Okay. Say we are live. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. It will be given to. Sorry. Okay. I don't understand. The final question. Last question. Last question. Eh?
I will give you
No, the number will be given to those around here, not those outside. There are people that are on site, online. We don't want them to have the number. So the number will be given to only people on site. So you get the number. All right, I think we have done extensive discussions on this. Any other issue remaining, please address it to Director General, Manufacturers Association Nigeria.
All right. I am P.S. Brate. I represent Rongtai group of companies. My question, I want clarification from Nesra. She just said states and Nesra, the state is requesting for audit, and she has explained that you can use your state audit also to present same audit to Nesra. But the question is this: states, ministries of environment are charging fees for the reviews of those audits. And surprisingly, this year, Nesra, I don't know whether it's a revenue generating organization, I don't know, Nesra, I don't know whether you generate revenue for federal government. They increased their review of the same environmental audit from 200,000 to 1,500,000 naira. My company cannot cope, and they are threatening my company that they are going to close us down. To us, if you are not rethinking manufacturing, for you to increase the review fees from 200 or 250,000 to 1 point something million without stakeholders meeting, no discussion, we just complicated the new fees. I think this is not too friendly to us as manufacturers, because we're also paying reviews for the same audit report to the state government. Please, is this true? Is the review true? If it is true, what are you doing to do something about them?
Okay. The
Yeah, thank you very much. I think to manufacturers, if you ask us the ease of doing business in Nigeria, what's the percentage? I think all of us here will say maybe 5-10%. But to government, we are high. What's the ease of doing our business here in Nigeria? And that's why you are there, and that's why we're here, telling you what we're experiencing. Let me narrow this into Nestra. What we are saying, let me take a state like Lagos, where you have LASEPA. The environmental impact assessment and the audit report, LASEPA will tell you they are the landlord in Lagos. They are in charge of what they are supposed to do. And Nestra doesn't have the right to come, even where they have. They are important. Whoever that is going to give you your audit report, you have to register with them. Even if they are registered with Nestra, they will tell you no, they will not accept that. Nestra will do the same and tell you that whatever you register with LASEPA, it's not with ordinary fumigation of your factory. LASEPA will claim, yes, you have to register with them. Nestra will claim you have to register with them. Of course, to a factory, you get an agent who will do that for you. But that agent, how much are you going to pay the agent that will fumigate your factory? At what cost? Local governments will come and tell you they are in charge. Now, an agent that is coming to fumigate your company, will now need to register with these three bodies at how much cost. They pass the cost on to the manufacturer. All these are elements of cost to your own price. Now, what is the line of Nestra? Where does it stop? Where does this state actions, activities also stop? So that we can know and see where we are heading to. You are there to assist us to grow. And if we are not getting the assistance as is expected, the ease of doing business is almost zero. Thank you.
Sorry, just an addendum again. I'm happy the Nestra woman is here. I would have wanted you to come earlier so that we will not rush the issue of Nestra. It's a very serious issue, particularly in states. When Nestra was planning this review, I was invited with my team, and we gave them honest advice. But surprisingly, I'm told that the review is out with exorbitant charges. I don't think that will go down well with manufacturers. Again, if you have, like in Kwara State, we have QEPA that has its own list of accredited agents. We have Nestra that has its own list. You can't cross. If you present something from from QEPA, Nestra will say no, and ditto for QEPA. So the question is, Nestra and QEPA do virtually the same thing. It's a complete duplicate. Though we know it's on concurrent legislation, fine. But there's a way to harmonize so that you don't trouble manufacturers. as it is today, don't think we're enjoying it at all. Thank you very much.
Okay, and for this, like the fees, yes, what you said is true. It was from 250, it was increased to about 1 point something million. But I thank God for the man. So the man came together and they approached Nezra and they asked for a review of the fees. So as we are speaking, it has been reviewed down. Just this week, it has been, there's a new, it's no more the 1.5, it has been reviewed downwards. Yes, that's that. So, yes, that, you said? It's not 500. It's not, yes, it's not 500. Then for the conflict of rules, that is why man is there. Like I said, what we have this regulatory dialogue. In the regulatory dialogue, we come together to harmonize our rules and responsibility. But the fact is that at times when people go to the field, they want probably the kind of place that we are in Nigeria. No, we Nigerians, it's often said Nigerians were very competitive people. So that collaborative aspect, people don't really want to do that. But like, as you have an association like this, that is why you are there. You can reach out to us on some of the things you see online. We can work on that, just like the issues of these fees. We can work on that. Then somebody is saying that the Kwara State Environmental Protection Agency and NESRA, they don't accept the same audit. What we do is that, like I said, just make sure that, because these audits are not done by NESRA or not done by the regulatory agencies. We use consultants. Just make sure that whichever consultant you are using is being accredited by both parties. Because most of these consultants, they get accreditation from all the regulatory agencies. If someone is just being accredited by NESRA accredited, and probably you use that person, the Kwara State Environmental Protection might not accept that audit. But if it is being accredited, you can submit that same audit to all the bodies. So basically it goes with it, yes.
Okay, we want to appeal to all of us here, since we are rethinking manufacturing now. We want to tell you that we have re-strategized. Some have digitalized our entire process. Even ManCap, very soon you stay at the comfort of your home and apply for ManCap. The only time you see us is when we come to your factory to look through your process and pick sample. If not, every other thing now, you sit at the comfort of your home and get it done. Even including those who are operating at the free trade zone, we have digitalized everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, moderator. I want to say again that man should see us as their partners and see us as people who are ready to help them to expand their businesses. And Nigeria Customs Service also wants to advise you to be compliant. Being compliant pays. Because if you are compliant, you can take advantage of our trade facilitation programs, like the Authorized Economic Operator Program, that allows reliable and compliant traders to take their goods with little or no customs control. And also, you can also take advantage of the Advanced Ruling Program, which allows you to get a decision from customs based on classification, value, and rules of origin. And it is legally binding to the customs and the importer. This will enable you to facilitate your trade by having a document that says, this is the classification of my goods, and no customs officer will stop you as you move your goods, as you go through the clearance process. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have come to the end of strategic discussion between Custom, Man, Son, and NESRA 1.0. Let me invite the MC to, can we give them a round of applause, please? Let's appreciate the partners, our stakeholders in this business. MC, over to you.
Thank you very much. Please, can we give all of them another round of applause for a wonderful work and a wonderful job they've done today. We want to thank Customs, Son, and NESRA for the time, the patience, especially our madam from the customs. She is the longest standing panelist today. Let's give her another round of applause. So we'll be having a photo session now, after which they will be leading us for another round of tour to the exhibition stands. So let's have you, a group photograph. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this session, and we would like us to go on the tour of the exhibition stands, and this will be led by the representative of the Customs, SON, and NESRA. Shall we?